Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Skyrise, your early morning show where we talk all things gaming. The 2K25 Game Awards were earlier this week, and it was amazing. They had a lot of announcements, a lot of world premieres, and I want to talk about my top 5 favorites. In no specific order, Resident Evil Requiem, because they announced Leon Kennedy. Leon freaking Kennedy. Now, I've never played a Resident Evil game with Leon as the main character, but I know that he's huge in the world of Resident Evil, and I'm so excited that the rumors were true and he's gonna be in this game. He looks a lot older than the footage that I've seen of him before. I actually noticed that during my reaction, but I'm sure that he'll serve a really cool purpose in the game. I even heard that Grace Ashcroft and Leon, you'll be able to play as both of them, and the time playing as each of them will be pretty equal. So it's going to be interesting to see like how they play differently. I'm so excited for this game, and this just made it like 10 times better. Next, I would say Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, because they announced so many villains, characters, the whole 9 yards. The game looks excellent. There's the vehicles, there's the Batmobile, obviously, there's the Bat Cycle. This is gonna be probably one of the biggest Lego games ever. And all, I believe, 3 other Lego Batman games have been excellent. They've pretty much, in my opinion, outshined every other Lego game that's been made. So this is gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Lego Batman for the win. My number 3, and probably the strangest one, because it doesn't really fit with any of the other ones, is Bradley the Badger. Now, randomly, they put a game that has a badger. It's the badger's the main character, and it sounds bizarre, but Bradley goes, and it looks like he's almost a part of other games, because I know I saw The Last of Us, and it's supposed to be a puzzle slash platforming game. So I think it looks good. I think it looks interesting. I might have to see more gameplay, but overall, it gives a really fun vibe, and I might check it out. The next one is Pragmata, and this is a game about this astronaut who meets an android, like a robotic little girl, and she is able to hack into enemies and he's able to fight. So they kind of work together, and it's really unique because you can't deal damage to an enemy unless you hack it first. So it's different than like any other game that I've played, and I think it looks promising. The first time I ever heard about the game was a delay announcement, and it kept getting delayed apparently for years and years, and finally it's going to be out next year. But more importantly, they announced that it's going to be on the Switch too, so that's super exciting. And I saw something a little bit later online from the developers that said this: when we first got it running on the Switch 2, even the development team was surprised, saying, wow, it actually runs at this level of quality. The reaction was very positive. That's awesome. Just knowing that a game that is supposed to be for higher end consoles is gonna look just fine on the Nintendo Switch 2 is amazing. I can't wait. It's gonna be hype. This is gonna like push the medium of how the Switch 2 handles games that, you know, a few years ago would never have been thought to be on a Nintendo console. And last but not least, this is kind of a double whammy, but I'm gonna include both of them because it's my YouTube channel and I can. And it's worth it because if you know, you know. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider! Oh my gosh. There's a video right there. Go watch it. That's my reaction. Oh my gosh. We're getting not one game. We're getting 2 Tomb Raider games. The first one is Legacy of Atlantis, and it launches next year. And the second one is Catalyst, which launches in 2027. Lara Croft is alive, she's back in good health, and she looks good. However, unfortunately, all the games that I listed before Tomb Raider are gonna be on the Switch too, but the new Tomb Raider games are not. It destroys me. I'm so sad about that. But there is time before the releases of these Tomb Raider games, so maybe, fingers crossed, maybe they'll change their minds and use this extra time before the release, because they never gave us a date, they just gave us a year. So it could be the end of 2026, or the end of 2027. Regardless, I'm really truly hoping that they changed their minds and maybe they just weren't ready and they wanted to see how it could be on the Switch 2, and then we'll get a Switch 2 release. It's happened before with some games, so we just gotta keep hoping and holding out. I don't think I've ever been so hyped, and after this video, go watch that one, because like, oh my gosh. I found something crazy about Pragmata yesterday at like 2 a.m., but let's play Pokepools and then we'll get into it. The first comment I saw was Altaria, so that's what we're opening. Let me know down below which pack we're opening next week. Here we go. Let's spin it and stop. Slice it open. Ooh, that was a good one. We got Lombre, Gagoat, Simipour, Sandshrew, and Jirachi. Okay, so 2 a.m., right? The other night. I was scrolling on Twitter, as I usually do, and I saw that we are getting a Diana amiibo. Now, you might be wondering, who the heck is Diana? What, the Queen of England? I think that was her name. I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm British. I'm not really British. There's probably some Diana royalty somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, we are getting a Diana from Pragmata amiibo. And I almost freaked out. I did freak out, but silently, because other people are sleeping in the house. Just absolutely crazy. First, we got Grace Ashcroft from Resident Evil Requiem coming as an amiibo, and now Diana from Pragmata. I don't know what's going on, but none of these characters are Nintendo-based, yet they're making them amiibo. So, like, amazing. Absolutely incredible. Bring it on. Make me more broke. Let's do it. Let's move on to what I'm playing. I have officially made my triumphant return to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I started the process of demolishing my island for like the 20th time because I refused to restart, and there was some good progress, but at the end of the day, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not really a good designer. I clearly didn't get that passed down from my grandma because she is a real designer, but I'm trying my best and also trying to build the hype for the update that's coming on January 15th. I honestly thought that I hadn't played Animal Crossing in like months, but apparently it's only been since September. I thought it hadn't been since like April. There's so many other games that I've been playing that it was strange to get back into Animal Crossing, but probably worth it knowing the big update's coming, and it's gonna be a good one that hopefully reignites the community. The other game that I've been playing is Pokemon Legends ZA. I accidentally started the DLC, and I'll tell you how. I was minding my own business, doing side quests, helping people out, and there was this girl that was on top of the rooftop of the hotel. So I was like, that's strange. I went and talked to her. She wanted to make donuts. I thought that was even stranger. Why not just go buy a donut? It saves the hassle. You got the ingredients, you helped the girl make donuts in the hotel lobby, and then she's like, wow, I'm gonna open a rift to another dimension. She steps through the rift, you follow her into this weird place, and then you find her and you all go home. That's the beginning of the DLC, and I did not even know that that was gonna happen. I'm still working on normal side quests before I do the DLC, and hopefully completing the Pokédex as well. But nice to know that I now have access to go there. Stay tuned for more games that I'm playing next week, and if you want to watch some games live, then check me out on Twitch. Click the link in the description. I stream every day. It's a good time. Another thing we didn't talk about at the Game Awards was a brand new trailer for the Mario movie. It showed Bowser Jr. being Bowser Jr., and then he goes and attacks Mario, and Mario doesn't look like he's doing so hot. And then, out of nowhere, Luigi just kapows him in the face with a flying knee. And this guy's a fighter. This guy needs to be in Smash Bros. Oh wait, he is. I'm sure we're gonna get more trailers as we get closer to the Mario Galaxy movie, probably in the next Nintendo Direct early 2026. Let's play Character Conundrum. Last week, nobody got it, but the character was Cloud Strife. For this week, here's your hints. This character is a demi-human. They used to be a tree and aspired to be a tailor. Who could this be? Let me know in the comments and find out next week. Before we get to the end of this Skyrise, let's shout out our Patreon community. Thank you so much for being a part of the Patreon. It means the world to me. And without further ado, shout out to the Solar Superstars. Hi, I Am Alive, Poyo, Cosmic Moonwolf, and Spamming Sparrow. Of course, we can't forget about our elevated heroes, Jonix and Matthew 2EK. If you'd like early access to YouTube videos, exclusive access in the Discord, and so much more, then please check out the Patreon. Click the link down below if you're interested. It's a great way to help out the channel and keep this show going. With that being said, thank you so much for watching episode 44 of the Skyrise. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with some friends. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week!